Today we will be discussing how to make solid holes, no? For example, mga threaded holes, clearance holes is countersink, tapos and other types of holes. So nandito tayo sa home tab ng Autodesk Inventor Professional to 2020. Now, gonna open yung part file natin last time, which is yung part 6. Okay, so opening that one. So I have now our part file. So I'm just going to para hindi siya tawag dito, delete yung part 6 natin. I'm gonna save as yung file na ito. I'm gonna save this as a part 7 and save. So we are now in part 7. So what I'm going to do first is, if you can maalala nyo yung tsura ng crankcase, so ng internal combustion engine. So since we'll be doing a hole, so we'll be projecting a surface dito paikot dyan. Okay, then we'll be providing yung thickness ng plate na yon, then lalagyan natin ng mga holes. So usually kasi ganoon naman talaga in internal combustion engine. So para ma-attach mo ito yung side na ito to the main engine, is meron karang dapat dito na mga bolt, no? So we'll try to do that one. So first things first, since nandito tayo, I will be deleting ng shell future natin dito. So I will directly right click, no? Left click, right click, mouse button, then I'm gonna delete that one. So usually babalik siya sa dating solid object niya. Okay, then I'm gonna find the surface ito, or let's say we can also directly, so this is already plane, so that will be XZ plane. So that is XZ plane, or I can pwede rin naman directly, so you can do that one directly on the surface or directly on this origin of plane. Now maglalagay ako ng tenga dito or sides dito para may pagkapitan yung tawag natin dito, ang crankcase natin do sa internal combustion engine. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna draw a rectangle, no? So drawing the rectangle, then so I have the rectangle and I have 4 dimensions that are required for constraint. So lagyan natin ng dimensions ito, so para mayroon tayong constraint nitong drawing natin. Then gusto ko the same also, mag-equal din siya yung distance nito. So I'm gonna click this one for the dimension para mag-equal siya. Okay, Autodesk Inventor Professional to 20 expression cannot be evaluated. Okay, so there's something wrong. Let's try to adjust this one. Okay, so try again. Let's try that one again. So I'm gonna, okay, so ilan naging problema, we forgot to delete yung ano na yan, dimensions na yan. Then ang gusto ko, this one will be equal din doon. Sorry, this one, lagyan natin ang dimension nito, but this time gusto ko ito ang mag-equal dito. So ito, I'm gonna adjust yung dimension nito, which is equal dito. So I'm gonna check that one. Okay, then I'm gonna finish the sketch. Then I will be extruding yung surface na ito. So try to do that one. So but first, so if we're going to extrude this one, so masasama siya pag inano natin, pag nag-command tayo ng shell, no? So let's try to, since meron na tayong features na yan, so let's try another one. So let's try to shell yung surface na ito, shelling that one. Okay, so I want to shell this one, so I'm gonna given the thickness of, let's say that will be 3 mm. Okay, so for the thickness of the shell, for the okay, so shell is being removed. Then visual styles, punta tayo dito. I want para makita natin, ma-visualize natin na maayos yung hidden lines. So now we need to extrude yung surface na ito. So if you're going to extrude this one, so makikita nyo, we can, ang nangyayari is the whole surface, no? So but ang kailangan lang natin yung part lang na ito, so para may pagkabitan lang, no? So we'll do that one. We'll going back to that sketch na ito. This time we'll introduce yung kumana ito, yung project geometry. So ipo-project natin yung geometry na ito, which is yung sa likod. Okay, so try to click that one. So yan, pag kinlik ko ito, so it will be projected doon siya. So I'm gonna finish the sketch. Okay, so mapapansin natin nandiyan na yan siya. Now if I were going to extrude yung surface na ito, mapapansin nyo, we have yung part na ito, no? So I'm giving the distance para ma-express natin lately yung mga size ng bolt, no? Yung mga countersunk. So para ma-express natin dito sa plate na ito. So I'm gonna bibigyan ko siya ng thickness na I'm giving the thickness of 25 mm, no? Okay, so we have that surface 25 mm. Now so to express yung hole dito, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a 2D sketch on this surface. Okay, then I'm going to do is to project yung lines na paikot dito. So that one, projecting this line and this line. Then what I'm going to do now next is to draw the line or offset the line. So I'm gonna offset this one into, let's say, see, this is around 11 or 12. Okay, then I shall, so 1 dimensions needed, so auto dimensions na lang natin to siya. Then apply, done. Okay, then I'm gonna select this line sa loob na yung ginawa natin, na offset natin. Okay, and convert this as a construction line. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo, it became a dotted line, no? It became just only a reference. Okay, then this time I'm going to point yung point na ito. Okay, point center or center point. So lagyan natin dito, so will be the reference ng hole natin. Okay, then press escape and let's provide dimensions, or let's say let's have a auto dimensions, apply, done. Okay, so fully constrained already. Then I'm gonna finish sketch. Now so let's have a command yung hole. So clicking that one, so mapapansin niyo automatically na provide yung hole, no? Okay, so if we try to zoom on this area, okay, so what type of hole? So we have simple hole, so we have your clearance hole. Okay, so binabanggit dito what are the sizes, fit, normal, and we have also this hole. Okay, then we have your taper hole. Okay, so this one, and soft surface, so nagbabago siya, hindi siya directly, no? Then you have countersunk. Okay, so for example, mostly kasi dito, or yung depending on applications, no, we can use this, you can use this one, or let's try to use lang muna yung simple hole, no? So makikita nyo, we have kung ilan yung diameter, which is 19 mm. So kung if you're going to check that one, 19 mm, so masyado na siyang malaki. So we'll try to reduce yung diameter niya. So makita mo dito, we have yung how much is the thickness. So we can assign here, let's say 2 mm, and let's say yung ano naman ito, yung distance naman ito, yung diameter nito. So let's say lagyan natin siya ng mga 10 lang. Okay, then we have 6. So let's say usually we can write it here 8 mm. Okay, then click OK. So we have now your hole. So trying to rotate that one, yung part na ito, let's say selecting this area and rotating this one. So we have your hole. So mapapansin nyo that is sa ilalim tayo nag-start, no? Okay, supposed to be kung sa crankcase dapat dito tayo sa surface na ito. So we try another one dito naman ang part nito, but initially we can you can practice naman ito. So we have your hole, no, given. So directly, so we have, rather than extruding yung bawat isang surface, but you can also, there is a command which is yung hole to assist you para mas mapabilis. So I'm trying to make another hole, yung dito naman tayo sa surface na. So I'm gonna click the sketch on the surface, and then what I'm going to do is project yung part na ito, paikot. Okay, then I'm gonna give yung offset. So let's say we have an offset of sample, we have the 9. Okay, so lagyan natin dimensions. So we have their dimensions 9.5 mm. So it is not fully constrained. Okay, now I'm gonna change this one to a construction line. So changing this one to a construction line. Okay, so we have that one. Then giving it a point sa part na ito, this corner and this one. So we have your distance, lagyan natin ng distance yan. So here we have your distance, which is 38. So it is now fully constrained. I'm gonna finish the sketch. Okay, then let's change our view dito. Okay, then clicking the hole. So yeah, then let's have counter bore, spot surface. So let's have the counter sink. So we have your 90 degrees, 90 and 10 mm. So let's try to increase this one to 15. Okay, so 15 mm. Then 8 mm. Okay, so we have also this sa baba. We have the later on for the advanced properties. So extend, start, IMate. So later on we'll try to discuss this one. For now we stick to the application. So we have your direction, no? We can change that one. Usually kung babalik tayo mo siya, nawawala na siya doon because you have the opposite direction. But this one, so termination, so the distance, kung ilan ang taas nyo, so we can specify that one. For example, let's specify lang yung kung ilan ang height niya. For example, this one is 8 mm din yan. So mapapansin nyo, if we try to rotate yung ano na yan, so makita nyo hanggang dyan lang din yung lalim niya. Now, kung i-increase ko pa yan, let's say I'm gonna provide 12 yung lalim niya, so sumusunod din siya, no? Then I'm gonna specify 20 mm. Okay, so yun yung ano niya, if you are yung gusto mo na hindi siya totally sumaga doon sa one end. So kung ba for installation of other parts, usually naman yung ganun para ikabit lang, no, magpo-provide ka ng hole para malagyan ng thread, no? Then kung gusto mo this one, so this is through all, so it means so lahat niyan from starting surface going to the other part. Okay? Or gusto mo to kung ilang surface lang. If you have plain surface lang dito, so the same din siya. Okay? Na kung hanggang saan ang extent ko lang. For example, I will try to select yung surface na ito. So, nag-start tayo doon sa taas, isang surface na isang plane. So, this is already pang plane. So, we can select, hindi tayo pwede pala mag-select ng surface dito. If meron tayong plane, so later on, we'll do discussing yung plane. So, ito yun. So, we have different types of creating the plane. Offset plane, parallel plane, mid plane, and then so on. So, for now, ito lang muna natin yung for creating the holes. So, the basic ng operations. So, we'll stick to this through all. Okay, so makita nyo doon, then I'm gonna click OK. Then we have the countersink. Bore hole dito, bore hole. So, you can provide yung sizes niyan. So, what type of what that will be used. Okay. So, again, I'm gonna save this file as that will be part 7. So, click the save button here. Then we can proceed to other topic.